Hi guys, it's Tallara. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. When we left off last time, we discovered the Kunari plot to attack the Exalted Council using their bombs, aka Dragon's Breath, but we did find one clue. Apparently their leader is waiting through an alluvian near a bookshelf. So, I presume this is the bookshelf they're referencing. There's literally nothing on it except this spooky dagger on the bottom. However, the quest marker does lead to this alluvian right here, so we're gonna go off the assumption that this is in fact the bookcase I'm supposed to find. So let's head through and see if we can find Vitasala on the other side. Okay. Here we are. In the background, I saw the land literally moving. I don't know if you guys caught that in the very back. It looks like a new pathway has been unlocked. I don't know. I guess the Kunari are doing this, making all these different paths. I honestly have no idea. I mean, clearly this is a mysterious place where mysterious things happen. Speaking of Kunari, there are some right there running, so we will chase them up here and see if the Vitasala is up here as well. Oh, another one of these egg things is up here. Maybe the egg things are the key to making new paths. I don't know. Don't have time to investigate, honestly. I gotta keep going. Gotta stop this threat once and for all. Ooh, speaking of bookshelves, here are more bookshelves. Oh, this must be what she meant when she said bookshelf.
This should be it.
Ah.
Good. Time to get some answers from the Vitasala.
Okay, so it was not that shoddy bookshelf outside. It was these. First, though, Books in the Crossroads. A book from the Crossroads. Its pages are filled with numbers and letters splattered around the page in random order, like writing in a dream. Every other book on its shelf is filled with the same nonsense script. In certain lights, the letters appear to shift slightly out of the corner of the eye. I mean, it makes sense. We're in this, like, magical realm. Books are magical. Checks out. Communal Journal. This slim journal was tucked into a bookshelf in the Crossroads, as if left for someone to find. Each entry is in a different hand. I've dropped rocks off a dozen ledges. I've not heard one hit bottom. This place has no bottom. Do not be here if you have no tasks here. An entry in Kunlat follows. Emmett missed the rendezvous. He said he was scouting the lower ledges on orders. Another entry in Kunlat follows. Understood. No one's to go near that mirror. Well, we're going near the mirror. I'm going through. Okay, here we're on the other side.
Is this some sort of old elven library?
It definitely saw a massive magical backlash some time ago.
Let's hope we can track down the Vitasala in all this.
Definitely lots of books, including this one here I can read. Thara, Signs of Victory. The pages of this book, Memory, describe a monument made in a single afternoon by 1,000 toiling servants, swarming over a lump of fallen stone as large as a collapsed mountain. By the end of the day, the stern figure of Elgranon stares down into a valley carved out from the foothills of the rock. The slaves have disappeared. Light radiates from the Eidolon's narrowed eyes and its open, snarling mouth. Hail Elgranon, first among the gods. Mark his victory eternal. Interesting. So the more we find, the more it's really solidifying the elven gods were not gods at all. They were powerful mages who made people think they were gods, just like Morgan said. Should have listened to her more. Thara, Exile of the Forbidden Ones. The pages of this book, Memory, show the blazing forms of the Avenurus banishing a howling spirit from the reaches of the Fade that touch their lands. A voice rings out, stern and imperial. For abandoning the people in their time of greatest need, for casting aside form to flee to where the earth could not reach, we declare Zebenkek and others of her ilk exiled from the lands of the Avenurus. Beware. Their familiarity with shape allows them to travel paths unaided. They may be bound, but only the protection of your gods will fully shield you from their malice. They are forbidden from the earth. That is our right. Thara, Homecoming. Pages of this book, Memory, describe an elf approaching a city of glass spires so deeply blue they ache. The city's outskirts are wrapped in lakes of mist, and figures stroll along the pearly glowing strips as if they walked on solid ground. Groves of trees woven into enormous parks shelter elves in quiet hollows, while other elves walk below a river churning along an invisible shoal in the air. The scene hums with quiet talk and contentment as the Memories Maker reaches the city gates, already thrown open wide. Ancient Elven City, I guess? Wow. We're learning so much. The Dragon Age lore buff in me is absolutely geeking out at all of this knowledge. What do we have back here? The very private diary of Sandal Fedek. Do not read. Wait a minute, Sandal? You guys would know Sandal if you played my Origins, or watched my Origins or Dragon Age 2 playthroughs. He's a very special boy who loves enchantments. And you can see he loves them because in his journal, he just writes, enchantment. What in the world was Sandal doing here? And did he do this to the Kunari? I guess maybe he did. Well, that's a fun little Easter egg, if you will. Look at this giant golden wolf over there. Wow. That is beautiful. Let's go get closer.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
What are you?
I am study. I am a learning thirst. Come, know what has not been lost. New words, new stories. The Kunari would not approach, but we learned their words as well. If you wish to exchange knowledge, they congregate by the lower gate.
What is this place?
What do the old elves use this place for?
This is the Tallara, the living knowledge of the Empire. The libraries of every city, the wisdom of every court. A connecting place whose paths are in disarray.
Why are the paths in disarray?
What put this place into disarray?
The Tallara was made with world and fade. When they sundered, so did we. Paths broke, knowledge fragmented, many were trapped. I preserve their last words.
Okay, what last words?
What were these old elves' last words?
What happened? Where are the paths? Where are the paths? God save me, the floor is gone. Do not let me fall. Do not let me... on this spot, that is all.
Thanks. Really paints a picture.
Say that again. Can you share your knowledge?
There must be thousands of years of history here. There must be so much you can teach us.
I will try to recall, honored patron, but there are gaps, breaks, greetings, laughter, enasal, forms out of air, light, memories. And yet there are so many broken paths at every... missing. I cannot. There is no more. Apologies. I knew all once. We knew. With the break, only fragments or knowledge new since the fall.
What's Vidisala doing here?
I'm looking for a Kunari called Vidisala. Do you know what she wants here?
Vidisala, yes. She uses scholars and mages for study. They fear this place, but they seek to know the Veil.
The Veil?
What does Vidisala want to know about the Veil?
I regret I do not have more information. I am sundered from myself. If you discover another one of me nearer the Kunari, I may know more. Kindly give it my greetings. I have not thought with myself for some time.
Okay, let's go.
We'll be going now.
Know this. An unknown person, not of the Kunari, recently woke the librarians.
An unknown person? Could this be our agent of Fen'Harel?
The librarians facilitated learning before the fracture, before the fall. Now, beware them. They are unwell.
Okay then. Into the giant library. Whoa! The
There.
library's upside down.
On that upside-down island.
Looks like a camp up there. Down there. Shit, this place is weird.
Weird indeed. And here's another one of these eggs.
Cleared some of the steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted alluvion must lead to the Kunari.
This is so trippy. Holy crap. Going up and down and every which way. There's Illuvians everywhere. I didn't even know there were so many Illuvians, like, in existence.
Did you notice? Your anchor is flaring up near magic. Elven magic.
It doesn't hurt when I cast spells. What's causing this?
I'm not sure. Tell us if it gets worse.
I will. The book here. Bear Tallara, flowering imago. The pages of this book describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and has blossoms as large as palms, petals as long as a man, and scents puffing out like citron in the sky and carrion death. The day, the last of the vine's fold, spent and extinct, the creator of this memory weeps, and after recording the flower's sights and sounds, enters Euthanera. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind, and so much more than the last of me. Birds of Fancy. Pages of this book describe a pair playing, colliding in the air, bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance is fluid, roiling, never-ending, lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls on for years, a promise never to be parted, whatever ages come. An annoyed thought intrudes from one who marked the memory after it was recorded. By the gods, find a private chamber. That's silly. Okay, this is bringing us all around here. What do we have here? Corpse?
These Kunari are dead. There's not a mark on them.
Backs hunched, eyes wide open. They were scared shitless when they died.
Lovely. Okay, let's see if we can find what killed them. Oh, here's another spirit. Hello?
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall. How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evenuris will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done?
Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
They're saying some guy just made the veil? We must have been ass deep in demons before then.
If it's true, that means the Fade and the waking world were once one and the same.
That's huge. We just kind of assumed that the veil always existed as a barrier between the spirit world and the mortal world. That doesn't seem to be the case. Fen'Harel created it? That's wow. Again, I'm just geeking out about all the knowledge we are learning here. All of this is brand new to me, of course, as I've mentioned many times. I've never played this DLC before, so I'm just savoring every moment.
Floating crap, magic mirror crap, evil demon crap. When this is over, I'm gonna need somebody to hit me with a stick again.
I'm not sure whether I want that to be a metaphor or not.
Whatever works for you, Tiny.
Next time we get the gang back together, let's do a dragon instead. Dragons are fun.
Oh, bull. We'll go dragon hunting just for you when all this is over. How about that? Whoa. What is this? Research notes. These loose pages are scattered about, as if abandoned in a great hurry. Algebraic-looking formula crawl across the pages, spiked with dense annotations and kumlaut. What
This
in
looks
the
like
world?
technical notes. What did the Kunari come here to learn?
That's what I was just about to
They're
say.
real technical. I can't make out any either. Something about magic. That's it.
I recognize some formulas. The Canari are trying to prove theoretical magic of some kind.
Great, okay. Another weapon against us, I guess. What is this? When the dread wolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Like a hint to some sort of puzzle? Keep that in mind. What is this? Ow! Oh god! Okay, we cannot walk over the scary blue stuff. Noted. Okay, let's find another way around. Wow. That killed me quick. Except there is no other way around. Okay, so maybe this is the part where we try to figure out the puzzle. Oh, there is stuff up there. Can we get up there? No, I don't think so. Okay, let me just read this one more time to sort of memorize it. When the Dreadwolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. Okay. Need to light the Dreadwolf's gaze, I guess. What's this egg?
These blocks are heading toward that upside-down Illuvian.
Perfect.
Creepy. Helpful, but creepy.
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Vir Tallara is helping us find what we need.
Now it's even weirder.
Weird but helpful but creepy is the phrase of the day. That basically sums this place up. Okay. This brings us back here. Uh-oh. We got visitors. Guys? Why are you taking so long to get down here and help me? Why does this guy want to hit me so much? Hit Bull! He's bigger! I know I'm big too. Come on. There we go. Exploded in a nice pop. Never looked back here. Anything here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, back through the Illuvian. Okay, so we're back in this main room. There was another... Ow. Discharging the anchor now will deal damage to nearby
That's
enemies.
Really not getting better, boss.
The pain stopped.
It keeps coming back.
Yep. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Another area, the Sundered Hall. That's a spooky mural. These murals are so interesting. Everything about this place is interesting. Okay, what do we have here? Their dead body.
More dead Kunari with terrified expressions.
Great. Oh, and another spirit.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end Fen'Haral. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the dread wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. Fen'Haral's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So the ancient elven empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic?
If the old elves relied on magic even more than the Vince, no wonder things went to crap when it dried up.
Do you realize what this means? What this place is? The actual history of the elves could change everything.
That's what I was thinking. This literally changes everything. Everything we thought we knew about the elves is wrong. And so if that's the case, if the presence of the very veil itself weakened magic, can you imagine how strong the ancient elves were when they had unfettered access to magic? No wonder they thought that they were gods.
Look at this place. Now that we have so many samples, how hard would it be to build Illuvians of our own?
Oh, I knew this one apostate in Kirkwall you would have gotten along with like a house on fire.
Meryl.
After these past few years, it would just be good to create something magical that is also helpful for a change.
If only Meryl could see all these working Illuvians and learn all this ancient elven history, she would, wow. She would go nuts.
You think we could take a couple of these books back with us?
Unfortunately, I don't believe any of these are physical objects. They're ideas. You just see them as books.
How about we just leave all the creepy phage shit where we found it?
I've never read an elven novel. I wonder what kind of stories they told.
That should be enough stairs. Let's see if we can reach the inverted Alluvian now.
Okay. That means it's time for us to backtrack again. Oh, great. More Kunari. They really didn't half-ass this whole expedition. They sent a lot of people on this expedition because they keep attacking us in quite sizable numbers. Not sizable enough numbers, though, because we're still making them explode like pumpkins? What's something that explodes? Fireworks! There we go, fireworks. Why did I think pumpkins is the first thing that came to mind of things that explode? I don't know. Anyway. Oh crap.
Not good.
Remember when that friendly spirit told us about the librarians? Well, we found them. They are 5 level 25 elite enemies. They look very spooky. They have way too many spider-like arms for my liking. Oh crap, okay. I was not expecting this. That's for sure. Luckily I had my Mark of the Rift ability here to do some good damage. Whew. Ow. The other good part is there are literally supply caches in this room. So I can get some potions. Ew! And now they're making something called fearlings, which are little spiders. Why are the librarians spiders? Like, who was like, you know what would be a great idea? Spider librarians. Who wanted this? Because it certainly wasn't me. Ow. Oh my god. This is insane. What is that? What is happening? Come on, guys. We can do this. We might need a lot of therapy and we'll never sleep again. But we can do it. I believe in us. Alright, I'm almost out of potions. there another supply crate in this room? Oh my god, there is. When I said that, I didn't actually expect it to be true. They knew how strong this fight was going to be, and they decided to give us all of the potions, which, thank you very much, BioWare. Thank you for giving me all of these potions. Because dealing with your spider librarians is more than enough for me to contend with right now. Alright, one's down. 2 are down. All are down. Whew. Goodbye, spider librarians. Wow, that was tough. Like I said, thank God they had these extra crates of potions in this room. I don't know if I would have gotten through that. That was a lot. Okay. Let's put that behind us, quite literally, and get the hell out of there. Go see this new bridge that we've built. Right here.
Survivor of the breach, herald of change, hero of the South. The Vidasala, I presume. After fulfilling your purpose at the breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
What? My mark isn't in danger.
The anchor repairs tears in the veil. I would think you'd approve of that. Is that all it does? Tell me, why hold your hand as if it's begun to pain you? I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the South defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
So you tried mass assassination?
Is that what Dragon's Breath is for? Murdering our heads of state just to control our magic? Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fen'Harel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him. Who is this agent? Why would you think they work for the Inquisition? Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Darvarad.
Excellent, so we're gonna get absolutely no answers. Also, good to know that this invasion has apparently been in the works for like 3 years. Ever since the breach first started. The Qunari have said enough is enough. Like somehow it's my fault that the breach happened, when I'm in fact the one who closed it. This is just annoying. I hate how the Qunari just are like, we're gonna solve every problem our way. We're just gonna make you. Although, wow, when I just said that, I guess that's what we, the Inquisition, are doing too, isn't it? Well, we murder less people, okay? Trust me, it's better. I can't get into this philosophical debate right now. I'm surrounded by Qunari who want to kill me. Also, I also love how they want to solve our magic problem by using their own magic. They're like, we're gonna buff up our mages with Illyrium and make them absolutely unstoppable to stop their magic. Fighting fire with fire. Speaking of Qunari mages, there's another Cerebos over there. As, well, if you guys took part in my Dragon Age 2 playthrough, that was when we first encountered the Cerebos and sort of learned more about them. They have even less freedoms than mages in circles would. They're literally slaves. Their mouths are sewed shut, and they're constantly in chains. They're literally just tools. So... When the Kunari say they want to control magic, they mean even with more restrictions than what we previously had. Obviously, some of those restrictions are lessened now because Liliana disbanded the circles, but yeah. Someone like me would definitely not be able to walk free in a Kunari world. Alright, anyway, those guys are down. Now let's see if we can figure out where Vitasala went. Did you leave any notes behind? This scrap of parchment is written in both Kunlat and the common tongue, although the letters in Kunlat are shaky. Please excuse my Kunlat. Its subtleties elude me, even with your patient teaching. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants leaving on an errand. We are hiding where you told us, waiting for signs that Dragon's Breath has begun. Victory is in the Kun. So they had people in the palace.
Kunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Kunari spies.
Yeah.
They'd have to. Kunlat's not an easy one to learn.
I mean, that's not shocking. We know that there are non-Kunaris in their organization, so... Hello?
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
Where did Vitasala go?
Can you tell me where a Kunari called the Vitasala went?
Yes, we heard much, although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Davarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder. If it is something you would like to see, I sense a key nearby. I have words to open it.
Yes, please. That would be very helpful.
If you wish to exchange knowledge with the Kunari, please return with a keystone.
I thought you said you were going to help me find the keystone. Alright, so we gotta get the keystone first, and then she's going to help us. Got it. Keystone, keystone, can you find a keystone? What is that? Good target, okay. We'll camp in here with another note. Risk of Cerebos. The sheaf of notes is written mostly in Kunlat, but select paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. Those born outside the Kun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with the loss of the self. Those of the Kun since birth do not understand why we risk using Cerebos. They have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems impossible they could ever do anything but drown. It is right that we enlighten you, so your purpose here is clear. We have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the Fade. This veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Thus does every action carry rightness, and all paths converge. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. In our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that, we risk our lives. The Cerebos who have joined in this endeavor understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of Ashkari Kozlan. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. For peace, we will ensure any horror here. We will create a safer world or destroy the old one.
These
Interesting.
are Vitasala's papers. She brought mages here to research strengthening the veil.
A way to clamp down magic. No wonder she's here.
It explains why the Kunari thought it was worth camping here.
Classic. So at the end of the day, this all comes down to fear of magic and trying to restrict its use, like so much of the conflict in the Dragon Age series. That's why they're in here. They're trying to strengthen the veil, and that's why they're trying to attack us, is because they're trying to eliminate our use of magic. So we're learning lots, although I have not found a keystone yet. Alluvian up there. Let's see. Keystone, keystone. See a keystone. Aha! Got it. Right there on that, that Kunari's body. So if we go give this keystone to the archivist, at least she can help. I have a keystone.
I found a keystone with one of the Kunari.
Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira. It glows. It will open the way to the Davarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the bonds. I can now raise one, if you wish to go.
Okay, thank you.
You've been very helpful.
Gil Tethan was what the Elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another, one Elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew.
Alright.
We've got to find this Darvarad and corner Vidisala there.
So, time for us to return to the Winter Palace again and tell our gang what we've found out. Where did this... Oh, this brought us through here. Okay. Starting to see how all these passages are connected now. So, we go through this one. And then we go right backwards where we first came in. We should be able to get to the Winter Palace.
Your agents confirm there are Gatlock battles in Denerim's palace?
Yes, and in Valrayo and across the Free Marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
Great.
The Canari are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
Excellent.
There is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
We're the leak?
They came in through us?
Yes.
How, damn it?
The elven servant handling the barrels has disappeared. Notes in his quarters suggest he was a Canary spy.
But the servant was Orlesian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
Who's the leak?
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing. I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Canari turned them into spies.
Great. Well, we can still do good.
The Inquisition stopped Corypheus and saved the world. We can't let an outside threat change who we are.
I fought to protect the Inquisition in this exalted council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Come, Josie.
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Kunari body. You've all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
I don't know what's happening.
So, it's been getting worse. I don't know why. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how much time I've got left. What I do know is that the Kunari need to be stopped. So I need to get to the Darvarad while I can still fight.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
Yes, may as well. Inform the summit.
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened.
I will inform them personally.
Leliana, I can...
No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the Alluvion, in case the Qunari attack the palace.
Make a watch over you.
Alright, that was a rather abrupt ending to that cutscene. It was actually kind of comical. It just popped outside. Anywho, guys, clearly things are kind of spiraling out of control here in so many ways. The mark on my hand is growing and paining me. Not only is the Exalted Council being attacked, but all of the places of power are being attacked. And, worst of all, turns out we had spies inside the Inquisition the whole time who were responsible for planting all these bombs. So, not great. However, what is good is that we know where the leader of the Qunari is. We have the keystone, and we can go stop her. So, I'm going to call it a day there for today's episode. But next time, we are going to take the fight to the Qunari and hopefully put an end to this mess. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey through Trespasser. I hope you can feel how much fun I'm having in this DLC. This has been absolutely great. This has been my favorite part of this whole playthrough so far. I'm having a blast, and I truly thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me. So, I'll see you guys back here again real soon.